Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. So, what do you guys think about Easter? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's a nice time to kind of celebrate, eat lots of chocolate, Easter eggs and bunnies, and have big hot have nice hot cross buns or what? Yes, it's a Christian holiday. Yes, I know that the Christians stole it from the pagans and the blah blah blah. I don't want to do a video like that because there are hundreds of them out there. Okay, and quite frankly, I don't celebrate Easter the same way everybody else does. I follow a Hindu lifestyle, so I don't celebrate Christian crucifixion, Jesus rising from the dead, and that sort of thing. And please don't take any offense to this. This is just my personal thing. So anyway, I wasn't going to do that. I didn't want to do the whole pagan story. What I wanted to do was share three personal things about Easter that's happened to me during Easter time. And I want to make it more personal. So let me tell you about a couple of things. Easter eggs. I love chocolate. I'm not supposed to have it because I've got type 2 diabetes. Yeah, it's the one where I'm not putting insulin in my system, so I'm not I'm not allowed to eat chocolates and stuff like that. I have to eat them in very small quantities. But I had to laugh because many years ago, my mom went and she bought these little I don't know what you call them, like little Father Christmas figures. You know, the little Father Christmas, but it wasn't Father Christmas, it was the Easter Bunny, but it was the same shape, okay? So she bought these Easter bunnies in the shape of you got the tin foil and this little Easter bunny, and we were so excited. My brother and I were like so excited because it was Easter, we got to eat nummy things, and the horror of when we took that paper off, the absolute horror. My mother's face was like, what? And I've seen so many people in the same position because those beautiful chocolate Easter bunnies ended up looking like chocolate cock. Can I say cock? I don't know. They look like huge, big chocolate dildos. Can I say dildos? I don't know. You know what I mean? I wish I had one here to show you, but I'd probably be banned. They looked like a huge chocolate phallus. I can say phallus. They look like this huge chocolate phallus. But when you buy them, they look like Easter bunnies. Anyway, so my 11-year-old brother and my 14-year-old me were like, right, this is so not Easter. Doesn't look Easter at all. So we ended up, but we ate them. We ate these huge, big chocolate phalluses, which when I look at it now, yeah. Anyway, put that behind us. Oh God, the puns are coming thick and fast. Put that behind us. Chocolate Easter eggs, I have had a little bit of an aversion to them since then, so I don't if you're going to give me chocolate Easter eggs, make them look like an egg, not like a cock bunny. Okay, so hot cross buns now. Okay, hot cross buns. I freaking love hot cross buns. And I would go and I would buy hot cross buns for Easter, and I'd make sure that they were the freshest, and they were still slightly warm, and they're warm and they're doughy, and you just pull them apart and eat them like that. And then, of course, I got very brave and I started putting lots of margarine on them. And I could literally, and I think I could still do it, eat a whole tray of six hot cross buns, because here in South Africa, they come in a little tray of 6. I could chow those things. I could chow them. I could clap that whole 6 tray in one sitting, okay, because I just love them so much. Anyway, then I met Justin, and we would always have hot cross buns in our house, okay? For the simple fact is, when I met Justin, he was Methodist, so he was very Christian, and I was just a Buddha. I was just a big fat pig that would eat anything. So anyway, the first year we had hot cross buns, our first Easter together, I saw him getting everything ready for Easter breakfast, and I saw he grated all this cheese, and he put jam on the table, and I was like, what the hell? We're not having cheese and tomato sandwiches or whatever. Anyway, he comes through to the table with the nice warm cross buns, and he puts lots of margarine, and he's put cheese on the hot cross buns. Cheese. Cheddar cheese, grated cheddar cheese. I was like, what are you doing? Like, what? Why? No. How do you desecrate a hot cross bun? He said, just try it. Stop moaning. Have you eaten it like this? I said, no, but it looks. He says, well, then don't tell me it's revolting. He says, eat it first and then tell me if you like it. Anyway, I'm completely converted, and now all I can't eat a hot cross bun without cheese. Have you guys tried that? Have you tried hot cross bun with grated cheese and a nice stiff cup of coffee? Oh my gosh, it is awesome, awesome, awesome. Try it. Honestly, take it from me. Hot cross bun, a little bit of margarine, and some grated cheese. It is fabulous. Okay, so try it. Then the last thing I want to just tell you about is the Easter Bunny. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen the sort of those horrible photos from the 1970s and 1960s with the terrifying Easter bunnies and the children sitting on his lap looking horrified. In South Africa, we don't really have a whole thing about you can go sit on the Easter bunny's lap. We do that at Christmas with Father Christmas. I think the whole thing of sitting on a bunny's lap just doesn't sit right, excuse the pun, doesn't sit right with me. I find it very odd and very kind of creeps me out, which actually leads into my next thing is I actually don't find the Easter bunny kind or flopsy, flopsy and mopsy kind of bunny. I actually find the Easter bunny really frightening. The idea of a rabbit or a bunny shitting out chocolate eggs just makes me feel very disturbed. I feel horribly disturbed. Well, I'll eat the chocolate eggs if they come off the shelf at Woolworths, but don't tell me as a child that, the bunny pooped out these eggs. And that's what we were told. We were also sent on things called scavenger hunts, Easter egg hunt. I'm sure everybody does that. And I am a very clumsy and klutzy person. I still am. I'm the kind of person who'll fall over his own feet, okay? I've always been a very chubby, slow kind of, I was a chubby, slow kind of kid. I was never anything to look at until I went to high school and all that changed. So when there were these Easter egg hunts, I would find maybe one marshmallow egg in the bush, I don't know why I had such bad luck with Easter eggs. I never ever found any. And so my mother used to know this, and so what she used to do is she used to not only hide Easter eggs, we didn't only go to somebody else's house and find the eggs in their garden. We would do that, and I'd probably, as I say, come back with one marshmallow egg. But my mom she'd know that I was completely fucking useless at this. So she would go and buy holiday eggs and hide them in the flat or the apartment, because you're living in an apartment. And then she'd say, okay, now we've gone to that party. Now let's have our own party. Let's see if we can find the eggs. And of course, she'd put them in places that you couldn't miss the fucking things, And so my brother and I my brother coming home with a bag full of Easter eggs, because he was he's always been the sharp one in the family, and me coming home with my one marshmallow egg, But I always used to beat him when it came to the eggs in the apartment. So it kind of evened itself out. And I think my mother actually placed those eggs specifically for me to see, because she knew what a complete twat I was as a child. All of that has changed, however. And quickly before we go, I think 2 Easters ago, we were living in the old house. And I actually made Justin go on an Easter egg hunt. I actually did. I've got photos, which maybe I'll share someday. But I actually made Justin go on an Easter egg hunt, which he's never, ever been on an Easter egg hunt in his life. I think being Indian, although they were Christian, I think they kind of celebrated differently, a lot more religiously than what we did. And so it was his very first Easter egg hunt, and he freaking loved it. And I really did hide those things in the bushes, down the driveway, even put one hiding behind the big black rubbish bin that we had outside. But he had such fun. So for 20 minutes, he ran around looking for Easter eggs. So what I can tell you is, even if you are a klutz like me, and if you have children that are sort of really dumb and ugly and incredible, I'm sure you don't, but if you have kids that don't seem to be able to kind of get out there and find the Easter eggs, do what my mom did. Just stash the things all around the inside of the house for when you get back from their friend's Easter egg hunt. Okay, so what have you experienced? Give me one funny story. Don't write me a page. I'm finding it really difficult to answer every single comment these days, because there's so many of you awesome people. But write me just write me a little story about a funny thing that happened to you over Easter. Okay, I really, really want to know. Comment down below about your story, and you know who I am. I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot, and I will see you on the flip side. Hi, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe, and check out some more of my videos in my playlists.